Alright, here we go. First episode proper. I have to say, I really like the way the character looks. Like, I'm really satisfied with the customization for this. And with the white robe, I think it was perfect. So, we're going to get after it here. What is this guy? Level 69? What's he doing here? Anyway, yeah. Okay, we're going to get after it here. I have not really ever played Undead, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time I've done this. I did a no-spec rogue, but I don't really remember much of it, so. We will see. Thick embalming fluid, corpse stitching, twine. What is that? That's in here, I think, right? I don't think I ever really did it in class. I think I like legitimately never did it in classic either, so. I have to do it in classic at some point. The first two zones, because I don't know anything about them. But yeah, I think, I don't know where the playthrough will take us. Will we stay in this continent for long? I think maybe so. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've never really done it, so I kind of feel like I should. But I kind of don't want to do it and not, like, read it and not pay attention to it a lot. But at the same time, I do want to level this quick. So we'll see. Let's see how this goes. I had just done the Draenei. I tried to do Draenei. And unfortunately, the idea there was kind of cut short because of the. I wanted to do the like the quest line for the Eridar stuff, which I did end up doing, but you have to be 70 for it, and you have to be, and it's really short. Like there's nothing to it, so kind of bad, I have to say. But I really like the customization, so I think what they're doing there is setting up broken or whatever. But that's on the channel too, obviously. Maybe you guys saw that by now. But hopefully this will be engaging. So yeah, Nomad leveling challenge. We will not be wearing any quest gear. But white armor we can put on. I don't think we will, but yeah, we can.
And you
I think this is like guys who died. You're kind of having to tell them about this. Oh yeah, there's Lillian Voss.
My blade stays sharp.
Get away from me. I'm not an abomination. I'm simply undead. I just want to speak with you. The undead are attained upon Azeroth. Every one of you creatures deserve to be destroyed. Lillian, do you realize that you are undead yourself? You're lying. My father will protect me. Oh, that's sad, yeah. I didn't know much about the story there. Oh, Marshal Redpath.
I'm listening.
Stand back. You want to fight? Because I'll fight you. I'll fight any one of your creatures. Do you hear me? I'm not here to fight. I've only been asked to speak with you. Oh, really? Fine, I don't want to join you in your Forsaken. Maybe I'll start my own Forsaken. Maybe I'll invent Forsaken with elbows. You're free to do whatever you like. Who are you calling a monster? You're the monster. I'm just a man who died. That's kind of both of us, I think, right? Not that dissimilar there. Is that Carlin Redpath? That's not, surely that's not Carlin Redpath, right?
Hello.
Anyway, you've done well, priest. As you can see, not all of us have resigned to our fates. I'm glad to see you are at least willing to work. Valdred would be a valuable asset to the Forsaken. As the other two, there's not much we can do.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay. Alright, flash heal now. We get that. The thing that I really like about this is there is a lot of spells. Like, priest gets a lot of spells. Like, legit, they get so many, dude. Mind Blast, Psychic Scream, Fade. Levitate, mind vision, all things that you probably won't use a lot, but just priest, like that's just no spec priest, right? So powered shield, mind blast, powered 4, like all of these are really fun. And then shadow priest gets a ton too. Well, you won't. I'm not really sure how a lot of this stuff works, but we'll see. I've never really played shadow priest before, so
What now? Our time will come.
we'll see. But yeah, we'll hopefully get to, I'm just going to like, this might be just like one long episode. I have a lot of time to play today, so I'm going to make use of that time. We will have a good amount of the episode, a good amount of the playthrough started and finished today. So I'm not really sure what's like actually going to change when we get like proper levels. I try not to keybind stuff into spots that I won't end up like sticking with, but don't know if Shadowward Pain is worth it right now. Had a similar issue with we got a green already. What the hell? gun. Had a similar issue with Affliction Warlock when we were doing that on the Drainer there. There's just not really a lot of use to dots early on, but they are fun. I quite like the idea of dot classes though, so kind of funny to go from Affliction right to Shadow Priest, but I am excited for that. Well, if it's anything like the Affliction Warlock, we can probably just dot the mobs up and then just kill them like that. Although we don't have a pet this time. The pet was a big part of that, I think. The dots probably aren't going to be as powerful as Affliction, but the pet is the big difference. The pet would usually just finish the first mob I would pull while we'd fight the second mob. But for now, we could certainly pull more than one mob. Just let the dot finish that one. That seems like a pretty good way to kill him. Always a fun part of the Nomad leveling challenge, though, is when you get your first actual upgrade. We had one in the other playthrough. We only got that character to 16 before everything kind of fell apart. But yeah, it's really
What would you ask?
it's an interesting idea. I love it. All right, so I don't really know where to keybind. Probably X. Oh, I put it on somebody else, I guess.
I haven't got all day.
Show Lillian her reflection. Oh yeah, okay. These storylines I'm interested in reading a little bit. Lillian Voss can be like a main character. I'm pretty sure she's going to be heavily featured in the Heritage Armor, which we're pretty much going to go right to. This is a really cool idea though, because I love like the Heritage Armors are really good. And yeah, we're basically like starting with the basics of the storyline here and taking it right to the ending of the storyline.
What is it you ask?
Get away from me. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. You're not hideous. You're one of us. Here, look at yourself in the mirror.
Do not linger.
You don't understand. I can't be undead. Not me. Not now. Yeah, I feel you, man. That's tough. This is actually like, this is what I was saying in the other episode. Like, holy shit, man. They have such compelling ideas with Undead here. Like, it's unlike any other race, right? It's the only race that has like no inherent pride in being this race, right? Like, they did not choose this. They're not. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
What do you require?
Shh. You say she ran away? What a shame. Very well. As long as she's maintained her free will, there's still hope.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
This is just like automatically picked up for the intros, I guess. But yeah, just like the Draenei starting zone, I think we're going to get a lot of levels in this initial stuff. I guess we'll just, yeah, fuck it. We'll just do it all. I don't know. I kind of want to go to Orgrimmar. Kind of want to do the Barrens, don't I? But yeah. Silver Pine as well. Maybe we just do it all. I've never done it before. Like, ever, I don't think. But I've seen Cobb do it a ton.
What is it?
A new priest ready for battle, eh? Yep. First of all, look at your armor. You're a mess. Why, I don't have any gear on. It ain't like that, buddy. So yeah, probably like this then. Mind Blast, Smite, Mind Blast. Don't think you're going to be using Smite for very long, but that's how it goes, I guess. Mind Blast is a cooldown. Yeah, okay. Spammable usually 4, 5 is usually rotational cooldown. Gotta figure it out. Presumably we're going to be putting up a lot of dots and not a lot of actual casting, but I guess it'll probably be a little bit of both. Got all the add-ons set up too. Really nice to have a auto looter, whatever it's called. Really speeds up a playthrough like this. We do not want auto loot on because we're never going to have bags. But we do want to automatically loot quest items and automatically loot gold because we will need that occasionally. Not really though. I don't think, yeah, not really. I don't think we need gold in these playthroughs, but in classic it's a little bit more useful to add on. Anytime when your bags are a limiting reagent for your playthrough speed, you'll want to go ahead and get this add-on. It allows you to choose what you loot, like automatically loot. Typically, if you don't have bag space, though, you just loot everything. But Scarlet Corpse, and it's just like hung on to the. Okay.
This had better be good. Watch your back.
One of the greatest struggles is obtaining the natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce in Lordaeron, even in the height of the Alliance's power so many years ago. There's a gold mine to the west that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we can't very well get in with the spiders crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so they'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us.
Remember, patience.
I also like the, like, I don't know, like, dude, like, the reasons I like human are also some of the reasons I like undead. I just don't like all this. Like, ah, man, I just wish it was just, because this, I don't really feel like this is what it would look like, right? Like, if you follow the actual story of what happens with Arthas and everything, where's all the spider webs come from? You know what I mean? Like, there's no, I don't really get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I get it, it's meant to be like some like great plague has been spent upon the land, but he didn't come here and fucking put spider webs all over the trees. He just killed the king and left. Like, you know, that's it. And then obviously all the people die. So it's like, well, I don't know. I don't really think like this is what it should look like, and I just wish it didn't look like this, because if it looked even remotely like you know, the human zones, just maybe a little bit darker, kind of like Duskwood, right? Like, I think Duskwood is a great example of what it could look like. I would be a lot more interested in the zone and in the race and playing the race, but it's just so much less attractive. Like, the Lordaeron humans are like, obviously, man, that's like the truest, you know, there's some history there, so pretty cool stuff. Definitely wish I really hoping and praying for the next expansion to have a rework of the old world. I would love to see what they do, and I'm like really hoping that one of the rework elements would be a restored Lordaeron. Oh my god, dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine coming to all these zones and it's just human zones again? Oh, dude, I would literally go nuts. Like, holy shit, that would be like the coolest thing ever. If they do that, I'm telling you this right now, Jesse Cox got really popular because he got into the Cataclysm beta and covered every single storyline. If they do that, I will be doing that same thing. I will do every single quest in Dragon, or in whatever whatever the next expansion is called, 11.0. I will do every single quest that I can before it's out, and man, I'll make videos like crazy, and it will be, that will be my new main focus, because as much as I love Mythic Plus, yeah, I don't know, man, WoW at the heart of it is the thing I love. So them doing something big like that, oh, it would be awesome. And I think they will. I don't know if they'll do, you know, Lordaeron type thing, but I think they will do a full remake of the whole world. So we're already level 5. We're actually about to be 6, it looks like. It's probably just like, yeah, kill stuff as we run, huh? No reason not to. And powered shield, like, powerful as hell too. I'm actually thinking about, like, originally I was set on just doing one talent point, like actually one. But I'm now thinking about changing it and trying to get Holy Nova. I don't really know if the spell would be any good for us, but okay, we don't have the talent points yet. I want to show. I do want to show it quick because this is a very interesting class tree. So I was originally thinking about getting, like when I said the slam dunk point, I was talking about this. But now I'm thinking about trying to get Renew, Improve Flash Heal, and Holy Nova. So that would be 3 talent points, which I didn't, like, I kind of don't want to do. And the problem is there's not really 3 talent points over here that are interesting. Like, yeah, I don't know. So I might just stick to, like, I think I should for this playthrough, just to actually finally say I did it 1 talent point only, because I always say that and then I end up doing like more than 1 talent point. So we'll probably just stick to 1. I just don't know if Holy Nova is actually like a good spell for non, like, I don't even know what it does anymore, but it's cool to see that a kind of spammable AoE.
Speak quickly.
Any transmog? I don't think we need it, but All right, yeah, Scarlet stuff up here. Marshall Redpath. Yes, that's the guy who walked out on him. He's an absolute beast. The attack is starting. You're better in combat than I am. So is that like not Harlan Redpath? Maybe it's relative. I think I actually looked this up once before. There's like an actual like little scenario thing going on here. I thought he was free to do whatever he wants. Why are you guys killing him? Presumably this is his brother. I think I remember looking it up. There's a reason why they're called rot brains. It's funny. Wow, the Mind Blast animation is cool looking. I never noticed that. Pretty cool. Look at this. You have to be really close to really see it. It's fucking cool looking. Undead Priest has got it. That's it, man. Like, that is the best. The best. Doesn't get any better. Undead Rogue is really cool too, but that's more like I feel like that's not really because of fantasy. Like, I don't really feel like I don't know. It's pretty good fantasy wise too, but Undead Rogue was like the thing back in the day because everybody wanted Will the Forsaken. I do want to do a Undead Rogue as well in Classic. It's something I want to do at some point.
Speak quickly. Darkly.
Hey, deliver the Scarlet Crusade documents to Death Guard Simmer at Calston Estate in Tirisfal Glade. So we'll be taken in the wait. Scarlet Crusade documents. Probably should pay a little more attention, but I love the Scarlet Crusade stuff. Definitely, yeah, I love it. Guess there was a rare somewhere. What the hell? Fangor? Last seen never. Where the hell's... I don't even know where the rare would be. But anyway, I guess that's it for this. The start of this. Quickly get into 10 here. Looks like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of experience in this zone. Yeah, I guess we'll do it, man. Fuck it. Let's do it all. We'll do the whole thing here. And then probably Silver Pine we'll make a decision on, but let's do it. Maybe I'll do Silver Pine too, man. Hillsbrad I've never done personally, but I don't, man. I really like Hillsbrad as an alliance in Classic, so it's kind of not my favorite thing to do it as Horde, but maybe we'll just stay here. I mean, it's certainly better than trying to like leave the continent. It takes forever. We only have to get to 50, but we do have to get to Orgrimmar at least once, so probably try to get... What does everything stop scaling? To 30, yeah. Everything scales to 30, so probably whenever we're like 25 or something like that, we'll leave. Got another player over there? I was gonna see if that treasure was up, but if there is a treasure there, I'm sure that fella's grabbed it. I still don't really understand how it works. Like, if you have like a treasure and you don't fully loot it, I think don't we need this mob? I think I tried this on the rogue and I couldn't find this guy for some reason. Put a box on his head. Captured Scarlet Zealot, and they just have him like chained up.
What would you ask of death?
Oh, we can actually read these? Disperse information as you deem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command, Captain Marilach, Captain Varchan, Captain Pirine. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Pirine, firmly fortify your position at the southwest tower as designated. They're gonna like attack, I guess. Further reconnaissance information should be gathered about the organization of the Undead in Brill. Captain Vachan, there appears to be increased movement by the Undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Malrash, there are concerns about the level of organization of Undead near the borders of the Plague Lands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming week.
This had better be good. Remember, patience, discipline.
Tirisfal farmers. Humans are notoriously fickle creatures. My Mystic Quest. Aren't you a human? Weren't you a human? Peaceful now, but tomorrow they be raising their sides against us.
And you are.
Yeah, it's weird that there's actually humans here. The alliance looms close by in Gilneas, and the power of Stormwind looms to the south. Any of these could recruit these tillers and use them as a wedge against us. It's kind of weird that there's alliance here, don't you think? I'm not really, yeah, this is the thing I don't like about the Undead stuff. It's like, they're a horde race, basically, you know. I like them better as like, oh, I can't believe we used to be a human race. You know, almost like, woe is me kind of thing. It's better than like, all right, we hate the humans now, we hate them. It's like, bro, you were a human. Like, we literally just did the quest line where Lillian and Voss refused to become an undead. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, rare. I've seen the rare, I feel like. Maybe it's in classic. Why won't you leave us alone? Yeah, to be honest. It's a good question. I'm actually like against the undead. Fuck this. See, they're like proper evil now, right? I don't really subscribe to that. But that's, I think, what most people who play Undead, that's what they like about them, that they're like kind of like an actual evil race. Not for me. I mean, if I wanted to do that, maybe make a Scourge race or something. It's kind of like what Death Knight is, I guess. I like the concept of Death Knight more than I like the concept of Undead. It's pointless putting that dot up, but really just wasting a global. I don't know if they're meant to be part of the Scarlet Crusade, though. If that would make more sense. But if they're literally just like humans from Stormwind, they're like, hey, we're coming to try to reclaim this land. Well, maybe just let them, yeah. It was originally human land anyway. Yeah, in fact, like I don't know, the whole thing just kind of bothered. I can't stop talking about it. It's like, bro, this is human land. You're humans. You're a fucking undead. Like, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really get it. I don't really understand like the whole identity of it. If that's how they're gonna act, it doesn't really make any sense to me. If they don't have like respect for what this place used to be, then what's the point of them living here still? I have like really conflicted emotions on this topic. I didn't realize it until right now. But I think that's like kind of the heart of why I don't really like the Undead. It's because their backstory is so freaking good, but they like pretend like it never happened or something. Like they just hate it, I guess. I can't wait to see the heritage armor, because there's been a lot of Undead lore in the game that it's just like, it's disappointing to me. Like, it's, man, what the fuck, dude? This is not how it should have gone. Like the whole Sylvanas stuff, I think is I think it was well done. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's really a cool twist in a world where there's a lot of media out there trying to do cool twists, like Game of Thrones, like Star Wars, all these places, you know. So it's not surprising to see WoW's hand being played like that. But I think a lot of people think it was executed poorly. I think it maybe wasn't the best idea, but I think it was executed perfectly. Like, if you want to do that, that's how you do it. Make her into an accidental bad guy who reveals like a much larger plot point. You know what I mean? And I do think that they did intend to have Arthas as a part of that, but I had heard that a bunch of boycotting happened after the whole stuff going on with Blizzard there. And that guy's name was on the list. I remember looking at the list of people who boycotted working with Blizzard or something like that, and he was on that list. So to me, that tells me that they probably wanted to bring him on, but he just wouldn't. You know what I mean? What do we have to do here? Wounded Murloc. Valid target. What's it gotta be below 30? Yeah. You can't really do it without the voice actor, and I don't think you want to bring a whole new voice actor in. But anyway. I just really, like, yeah, I just don't think that I can see why they set it up this way. That, like, the undead and the humans are like, complete enemies, but... You know, it even makes some sense. Like, you know, the humans don't want to be undead, and the undead don't want to be humans. So they kind of have no choice but to quarrel. But at the same time, it's like, bro, this land is like... This is legendary, man. This place is legendary. Like, the people who used to live here and the stories that are from here, it's like... This is what makes, you know, the early days of WoW so compelling. What is that thing? A saddle? What's with that? That's weird. I never noticed that. I don't like the undead's motives. I really don't. I think that's the big thing for me. And the way they act towards humans is just disappointing.
Embrace the shadow.
Okay, anyway, we got a very important spell there. Wait, where do we return him to? What? Up here? I think it was up here.
What is it?
Yeah, okay. Isn't he the most adorable thing you've ever seen? This guy's like depressed, I guess, yeah. Who is this guy? I don't know why I know him. But the name sounds exceedingly familiar. Makes me think you're supposed to do something with him, and I don't know what that would be. Like, what is even going on here? I guess man, there's a lot of quests in this zone, it seems. Why is there water over here, and that's not the direction we need to go? I guess we'll go do that quick. Marrow Petal, Zabrin's Thorn. It looks like I can also get it up there, so let's just go this way. But it's like, I almost like them because of how much I dislike them. I think that's like, you know, it's good to hate. Like, you know what I mean? Like Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones, like everybody hates that character, but that's why she's so well written. Like, that's why it's so compelling. It's good to dislike them, and I think that's, you know, it helps bring in like a redemption arc almost. Again, I think that's what they're gonna do. I have not done a single, like, I don't know anything about the heritage armor yet, and we're nowhere near getting to that point yet, but I'm really excited to see it. Like, I'm really excited to see it. Like, I can't, it's been hard not to spoil it for myself. I want the night elf ones and the undead ones to be really good. Like the orc and the human ones I have spoiled for myself, but I still want to play through them. But I just, you know, I don't know what they're gonna hold. Like, I'm really excited to see how it plays out. Such interesting characters on both sides of these two. And there's already a lot of cool, like, gear that you can mix and match with them too. So I feel like if I ever did actually play these races, it would be really easy to find good transmogs for them on top of it. That's what I like most about Dwarf. Dwarf has like really like the heritage armor can go well with many different things. I'm curious that you would decide to take a prisoner, an undead one at that. What were you thinking? Do you think that just because the prisoner's former status, that she would be above the edicts of the Scarlet Crusade? This is most troubling, Gebler. I would remind you that there are penalties for such behavior. I command you to execute the prisoner at once. She is no longer one of us. I bet that's Lillian Voss, isn't it? Yeah. I don't actually know the backstory of Lillian Voss either, but I bet we're about to find a little bit more. The music is pretty dramatic here. This is just very basic, just kill mobs. Let there be a little more story here. Very dramatic music. Like intensely dramatic. What is even going on? Well, we're gonna be way over how many mobs we need to kill. I didn't realize we had to go up in here. I don't think I've ever heard that song before. Doesn't sound familiar to me. Oh, I don't have my targeting macro. Yeah, it's Lillian.
My blade stays sharp.
I'm here to rescue you. First of all, I don't need to be rescued. Second of all, I'd never allow myself to be rescued by an abomination like you. Lillian, you're one of the Forsaken, like me. Which brings the question, why did the Scarlet Crusade put you in a cage? They usually kill the undead on sight. I'm not undead. Not for long, anyway. My father will rescue me. I know it. Your father?
There is much to be
My...
done.
Wait, be quiet. I hear the lieutenant approaching. Gebler. The time has come, my little captive. Word has come back from your father. Gebler, you came. What did he say? High Priest Voss announces you as his daughter. He ordered that you be executed immediately. That was the guy who sent the letter. What? No, this can't be. Gebler, you know me. We were friends once. The High Priest sends his regards. Regrets. He had hoped that one day you would be powerful. Unfortunately, you were too dangerous in life, and you're too dangerous on death. I will enjoy killing you, you scourge witch. Gebler, father, why would you? The world of the living may have turned its back on me, but I'm no damn scourge. Just go. What the hell was that rare that came out of nowhere, by the way? Just like showed up. The guy like killed it and now I don't even know where it is. Down on the bottom. That was pretty dramatic. It kind of ruined it with that stupid rare. But we got a bag at least. Strange stuff. So Lillian, okay, let's look it up. High Priest Voss. I almost don't want to leave. Like, this music is good. I did not know this music existed. Benedictus Voss. Is he in the game somewhere? Before the Third War, Kalia Menethil listened to his sermons. After that, he joined the Scarlet Crusade. What is that from? The Hidden Need? Oh, is that the heritage armor? Shit, are we like spoiling something? It might be. Oh, it is, isn't it? I don't know. I think there is also like some story. I gotta like look it up. What are we doing there? I gotta look it up. I know there was a story with Lillian Voss. I don't remember what it was. Was it the Dark Ranger storyline? I remember doing it. I don't think it's... If it's the Dark Ranger stuff, we can't do it. It had to be a Blood Elf, right? Well, can we breathe water as undead? Just like actually breathe water? Or why are we not... Why is there no breath gauge? I think this was a BFA storyline, maybe. I'm reading about it now. It's talking about like Derek Proudmore and shit. I don't even know, man. There's so much good story in the game, but there's just too many quests. Like, it's impossible to do them all. I'm gonna have to look it up on Wowhead. Well, we can't get up this way? I think this is maybe part of the campaign or something. 2019, so... Yeah, I think it's the Heritage Armor, or the BFA campaign. A lot of quests. I probably did this, but I don't remember it. That music was really good though. I've never heard that song. I know, I guess this is the Shadowlands quest, yeah. This is... I don't even know what we're doing, what this is. .37? No, that can't be. This has got to be from BFA, yeah. This is the War Campaign Conclusion questline for Sylvanas Loyalists. Oh. I'm sure I did this, but I think like at the time I probably just didn't pay attention to it. I don't remember even doing it. Let's go. I'm like, man, I'm like entranced by all this now. I can't believe how much content there is for Undead stuff. Yeah, this Dark Ranger stuff. Okay, this is it. Dark Ranger, like it's like a pallid Blood Elf skin. We did that. That was part of a... I guess you can do it again, but it's not... First of all, you have to be... Well, no, you just have to be 50, it says, but I don't think there's any reason to do it again, yeah. I feel like rewatch my video on it, though. Maybe I'll include it in the playlist or something. I don't, they did the same thing with the Eridar shit. It's like, This really should not be started in Shadowlands. It doesn't really make any sense. Like, why is Callie a Menethil? I don't think it is. Yeah, you don't get it from her or something like that. Maybe you do. Like, why is she even in Shadowlands? I don't even understand. Pretty cool stuff. The character is like that is probably like the actual coolest character in WoW right now. Callie Menethil, obviously because it's Arthas' sister, but it's her first appearance in BFA. Is that? I feel like I missed so much, man. I wish I paid more attention to the story.
I am forsaken.
What does it say? The Scarlet Crusade take no prisoners. They would do so with this young woman is curious. The powers that you describe are even more curious. She passed through the bars of her prison and killed her captor. Why hadn't she done that in the first place?
Trust no one. Watch your back. What now? Goodbye.
Harmless pumpkins, right? Take the lace pumpkins to capture Scarlet Zilla at the gazebo.
Patience.
Stay away, foul and unholy creature. May the light protect me. The Scarlet Crusade shall rid Azeroth of your... Oh wait, is that food for me? I'm so hungry. By the light, finally some food. Sweet, sweet pumpkin. I don't feel right. See, come on, man. What are you doing? Undead, you guys are hard to love. Okay, this is probably why I was having trouble with this guy. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't find, and I think maybe it was even bugged, but like in order to continue on, you had to like, you had to go find him, and he wasn't there for some reason. I think he used to pat, and maybe it was, maybe I'm thinking a classic. I don't even know, but one way or the other, I remember that guy being really instrumental in some playthrough I've done. Yeah, like there's no other quest now, I think is why we were having the issue. Oh, you know what? I think me and Diabolical actually like leveled Undead a little bit on Classic, I think. See, I never actually played it in Classic, like any capacity, but okay, now they're turned into there. There's like quests around here for some reason. Is that real? Like, I guess there's a little town here, yeah. I don't know though. That might not be real. Escaped from Gilneas. I think this is bugged. I think there's either an add-on causing this or something. Because I had this in the Draenei starting zone too. It was like pointing me to areas that certainly did not have quests. Maybe it opens up but there's not even NPCs there, so I don't know what that is.
What now? Beware. Our enemy is abound.
The Forsaken of yesteryear were a sniveling, pathetic group. We huddled together in decrepit old human buildings, hiding from the Scourge, cowering from the Alliance, and groveling at the foot of the Horde. Look before you now and see the product of the new Forsaken. We have made our mark here on Azeroth, and that mark will grow. Our dominion will soon blink at the world. You want my advice? Speak with Magistrate Severin in Brill down this road. He runs that town.
Our time will come.
See what I mean? Come on. But I guess he's kind of right. If you want to be a separate race, you're going to have to move on. Desperate prayer. Couple more levels and we'll be able to get our first talent point. a pretty bad guard. He's not even able to one-shot these mobs. Oh, he just instantly gets back on his mount. That's my favorite. My favorite.
What is it? Beware the living.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's look it up. Escape from Gilneas. It's not for a long time, it looks like. I killed about 20 cursed Darkhound today, and the Worgen was not spawning. As soon as I received the quest, Darkhound Pounding, the Worgen showed up when attacking the cursed Darkhound. So you definitely need to be at least on this quest. So it's like a bug, I guess? There's a bunch of comments from Shadowlands, which makes me wonder, like, is this a new quest? Or has it just been bugged, I guess, for a while?
What would you ask of death? Watch your back. Beware the living. I am forsaken. Beware.
Oh, that's the bat guy? Okay.
This better be good.
Using the old Undead, the Warcraft 3 Undead animations, or voice lines?
Hello? Trust no one. What is it? Do not.
You gotta do it quick. Gordon Wyndham. I don't think I've ever done this one. I think they're all the exact same from the classic version, but I don't think I've ever actually done this one. Every starting zone, or every, like, whatever, second town of the starting zone always has a thing to introduce you to flight paths, but the classic, though, the Barrage has the one for Horde. I don't know if maybe these are new for Cataclysm.
This had better be good. What do you require? Farewell. Watch your back. Victory for Sylvanas.
Victory for Sylvanas. Probably need to update those voice lines.
Our time will come.
Where's the actual? Oh, he is the bat handler.
Good. Embrace.
Alright. Looks like there was some quests in here, though. I don't know what. Probably just like random quests that aren't related to us leveling. Aliethal Site. What is that? A Banshee. Oh, it's the priest trainer, so it would have the new priest, like, class quest, yeah. Journey to Orgrimmar. Surprised those quests are even still in the game. Fade, I don't think has much of a purpose. Enemies attack range against you. Does that actually make them like travel towards you when you're faded? Not sure what that actually does. I like the buildings though. The undead buildings are pretty neat. That's a cool little room there.
That better be good.
Probably missing a quest for... Oh yeah, okay, the Darkhound thing, that's what they were saying. So now we go back and do that and the guy's there. I just want to make sure we don't miss the stuff with Lillian Voss. What is that? Oh, there's the guy. You deserve to lose this land for what our people did to us. Now back off. As far as you know, a Worgen rogue roaming in Tirisfal is a new development. This is something that Executor Zygan would certainly be interested in. Alright, so that's why it's just showed up in the middle of the map there. Basically just as soon as you fight a dog, it comes out, I guess. Pretty low drop chance, so I guess. Not sure why like the closest corpse sometimes lights up when I'm pressing spells. Just like fearing mobs on the Warlock, it's not a great idea because then we have to go chasing the corpses. I don't know if that one's close enough. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, that's it for that quest. Need to reply to this email quick. There's a wall here, apparently.
What is it? Trust no one. I am forsaken.
These Worgen must be dealt with and quickly. Our first priority is to eliminate any which may have infiltrated Brill.
Remember,
I like the idea of how the Worgen and Undead are basically like the same problem started each of them, right? Like some dumb humans effectively fucked up both these races and now they're enemies. Captured Mountaineer. Oh, okay. Why, if I had my trusted rifle, you'd be as good as dead, priest. Just wait until the steam tank brigade arrives to rescue me. A drink at last? What manner of ale is this? I'm sure it's no Rhapsody malt, but I'll take anything to wet the old whistle. I raise my brew and hope to be rid of the like of you. Cheers, you no-good scoundrel. Oh, he's dead. What a surprise. Undead fucking murdering people. With poison.
The dead shall serve.
There's a lot of quests though, it feels like in this zone. Pretty straightforward questing though, it seems. Kind of probably pull more than one air. I think the guards would help you, but I guess they made the quest not do that. Sounds good to me. I think there was one right behind us too. Or maybe that's the one that walked over towards us. Okay, that's an actual piece. I also have health weak troll's blood elixir we got from some quest. What happened there? Did I actually target that NPC? Did it just put it on the... That was weird. I think I must have targeted it. Yeah, I don't think it just puts it on random NPCs.
What is it? Watch your back.
Okay, anyway. That's it for those. Now we gotta go on to the Scarlet stuff, I guess. I don't know, it feels like the flow in this zone is really confusing. Like, you get quests to go in like all different directions. What mount should we use? I don't know. There's a lot of good undead mounts. Really wish I had the white skeletal horse thing. Isn't there one? Pretty sure there's one, yeah. I think it's from the tournament, Ardent Tournament. That place. That's a tough one to do for my interest levels of that kind of content, but it's a good mount.
I am forsaken.
Defenders of the bulwark are holding the majority of the Scourge at bay, but some do slip through on occasion. We have seen sporadic Scourge activity east of this station.
Trust no one.
That's it. Oh.
I'm listening.
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will soon be upon me, but no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you bring me 5 dusk bat pelts, I could sew myself a blanket.
Embrace the shadow.
A blanket? I don't think you're cold because of the weather. Maybe though. So they're not really even close to each other, these quests. So what spells will we get when we switch to Shadow? I don't know. I've never played Shadow before, really, ever. I think I leveled my priest, like when I had a priest in like Wrath. I leveled my priest to Shadow, but I think that's actually the last time I played Shadow. Even on Classic, like I never really put a lot of points into the Shadow tree. But I know we want some of the dots and stuff. We probably still only, I think Smite turns into Mind Flay, I think is what happens. Because it's probably still just going to be the dots and then Mind Blast and Mind Flay, I think is how it works. Where's the bats? Actually, not a very good starting zone, I would say. The quest flow is not very good. Again, I always compare everything to the human starting zone, which is the best quest flow in the entire, like, it's not even rivaled. There's nothing even close. You go back and forth 4 times, and that is it. Finish off on the edges of the zone, and you have a marvelous, marvelous zone. I think the thing about the zone is it's so wide. It's like flat. Like there's nothing up and down. You just go left and right, and that's it. We ever gonna have a speed buff? No, I guess not. I don't think Priest even has a speed buff, do they? Well, anyway, we're certainly going to be having no issues getting a 30 on this these 2 zones. We're already at 10, and we haven't even, like, I don't even think we're halfway done with the zone based on what we see here. But maybe, though, because, yeah, that part up north is all the Scarlet stuff, so that's probably not stuff we'll actually quest through.
I haven't got all day.
It's like we're just, like, doing a task and then going back. Okay. So I'll have to finish this quest, though. I'd be heavily interested in seeing like a restored Lordaeron. But what isn't immediately obvious is like, you can't tell, but like all of this is all part of Lordaeron too. Obviously the Plague Lands are all Lordaeron. And then Arathi is kind of its own like kingdom, and South Shore was meant, I think South Shore was like actually part of Lordaeron. I'm not really sure if Blizzard had like actual definitions for that back in the Warcraft 3 days, but like, because when you do the Warcraft 3 campaign or whatever, like Alterac is its own place, and Arathi, whatever, is Stormguard or whatever, is its own place, and then all of these are like human settlements. You know what I mean? So right now there's nothing, like literally nothing. There's just like remnants, like shit like this, that are just like left over. But you could seriously make like a massive like Dazara lore size, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be this like fucking giant like cityscape almost. I think it would be amazing. They can do something really cool with it. Captain Perrine. I don't know if we have to kill. Doesn't say we do. We're looking for the... Oh, we're fighting him anyway, I guess. Maybe this is how you get it, or it has a higher chance or something. I just freaking love the Scarlet Crusade though, man. If I could sign up, I would. Okay, we got that. Missionaries, are they in the back? I see one behind the thing. Apparently there's a treasure somewhere here as well. Surely they don't mean that. One here? Yeah. Not sure what the difference is between the regular zealot and the missionary. I guess they're just 2 different mob types, yeah. One's got a sword and one's got a staff. Zealotry, let me know when we get that spell. What a day. So this should be it. We'll be 10. Take our first talent point, although it's not going to be The one we're most excited about. The one we're most excited about is the one after that. I really want to get Devouring Plague, but I want to see what Shadow looks like in general. Because right now we're just playing Priest. Did we delete our Hearth? No, I forgot to do that. No Hearth. Nothing like that. That is a big no-no in the world of the no-spec leveling challenge, or the Nomad leveling challenge. There's been a rare here too, I guess. A lot of travel though in this zone. What's the name of the rare? Rasan the Needler. Doesn't look like any rares here. It's a trainer, I guess that's what's in there. Tailoring trainer, yeah. They make good use of the space though, I will say. Soul. There's like a bunch of rares, but too many people. The starting zones are always kind of busy because they're like not you can't have war mode on and stuff. So once you get war mode on, there's a lot less people out in the world. Some random night elf. It's a very nice transmog, to be honest. Night elf shadow priest. That is a hell of a set. Holy shit. I think that's just Tomb of Sargeras, like full set though. There's a lot of really cool Warlock and Priest, a lot of really cool sets for those.
What would you ask of death?
Sounds like we'll have to keep our eyes out for this boss character. I don't expect any Forsaken to receive a reward if we capture her. I'm just worried she'll eventually turn against us. What was that? Information we received from Executor Aaron and Death Knell contains all the details we need to wipe the human infestation from this land. According to the information, the Scarlet Crusade has assigned Captain Perrine and a brigade to a ruined tower southwest of Brill.
Our time.
And something, I see, an urgent memo regarding the escaped Lillian Voss. An urgent message to all Scarlet officers and enlistees. The Scourge agent known as Lillian Voss has escaped from her captivity at the Scarlet Palisade. She is to be considered highly dangerous and should be killed on sight. She has already slain 15 of our men. None were left wounded. Do not try to apprehend her. Doing so will likely result in death. She is an enemy to the Crusade and must be crushed immediately. The Crusader who returns her head to the High Priest will be awarded 1,000 gold. It's not that much.
Speak quickly. Farewell.
But these guys are like warriors wearing mail and shit, so they're like stuck in the old days anyway. That's a lot for them. Resurrection, that ain't gonna be needed. Let's turn this in and then we will take a look at Specialization Shadow. And that might be a good place to stop for.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas.
How long have we been going for this episode? An hour, yeah, okay. So let's take a look at it. Playing the Shadow one. See what we get. We're gonna get a Shadow form, I assume. Yeah, so that just immediately turns into mind play, so that's good. We do not have shadow form, which I'm surprised by. Oh, it's here in the book. Okay. Yeah, see, look at you already get a bunch of stuff. So vampiric touch. That's going to be a castable spell as well. So it's probably like, let's do it like this maybe. I don't know. Because you don't need to actually spam mind flay, you just press it and then sit there. They're both cast, but they don't actually have cooldowns. Oh, I mean the other one does. And there's the mastery and then mind flay, and that's it. I guess that's all we're getting from Shadow. But that's like already a pretty complete rotation. Oh, we also get Shadow Fiend and wait, what the fuck? I guess we've had Shadow Word Death and I just didn't have it on my bars the whole time. But we get Shadow Fiend. Yo, you see, like, This is it. This is like the best one talent point only character. Maybe we've had that the whole time though. I just didn't notice. Shadow Fiend might have been level 10 actually. And then that's it. We're going to take. Oh no, I get it. We get Shadow Word Death from the free talent point. Okay. Oh, and so do we get Shadow Fiend? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna take Death and Madness. If your Shadow Word Death fails to kill a target at or below 20% health, its cooldown is reset. Cannot occur more than once every 10 seconds. So that's pretty good. And that's it. If we want to change, we have to do it now because we will not be able to. I kind of really wanted to take Renew. Maybe I'll also take Renew just because. Nah, we're sticking to it. One talent point only. This was probably the only class that we're actually going to do it on. And then the other one is going to be Devouring Plague. So there we go. Shadow form. That's pretty cool. I don't know what we do with Insanity though. I think it's used on Devouring Plague, right? Yeah. Requires 50 Insanity. And how do we get Insanity? Mind Blast, Vampiric Touch, and Mind Flight all generate. Oh, every spell generate. Let's go fight. I want to fight something. Oh, let's get a mount too. I want to fight something, and then we can take a little break here. We gotta find a good mount. Let's see. I never know what to like type in to find mounts. Undead apparently is not what you type in, but something like appropriate color-wise, but I don't think there's gonna be many options. Oh, I do have it. White Skeletal Warhorse. All right, that is it for sure. That's the one. Oh, actually, now that we're in shadow form, it's not as cool. But still, I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's fight something. So we're in shadow form. Mind Blast, Vampiric Touch, Mob Dead already. Mind Flay. We're generating Insanity. Presumably it goes away when we're out of combat, like for too long or something. That talent's pretty powerful. Pretty good low rotation here, I would say. Now, of course, we don't actually have the talent we want. That will be to consume our Insanity. Simple Chord. Well, it's also a transmog we don't have, so we'll take it. We don't really have any cloth transmogs. It doesn't look like we're losing our Insanity, which is kind of cool. It's almost like we don't even need to use Shadow Word Death yet, but we probably will eventually. Let's just go see if this rare's up or something like that, and then we'll be done. Seem like any of the rares are up in this zone though. See, there's people everywhere. What are you doing? Camping the rare? What's this guy got? Like full transmog on? What the fuck's he doing? Oh, we also have Shadow Fiend. I forgot about that. Oh my god, this is gonna be a very powerful character. We have CDs. Like what? Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna get back to town. This will be it for this episode. We will be back very shortly with another one, and hopefully we'll get that next talent point, and then that's it. Playthrough starts properly. So thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.